everyone, it's Kris.
And I'm Wyatt Elliott from Notebook Entertainment.
And you're watching Horrorland News. So you may have noticed we didn't have anything come out in the last week. That was because I had some personal life stuff that I was dealing with, so didn't have time to work on the channel a lot this week.
Yeah.
So it happens, but we're back. So this week coming up, we have, at the very least, Wednesday, we have Thanks We Hated Her back. Alex and I got together and were able to film. And that episode will be Worst Horror Movie Sex Scenes. Which,
a little awkward.
It was a lot of giggling.
Yeah. But there was some stuff in there I never even heard about that I shouldn't look up. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then maybe we'll have some review thises come out this week as well. Yeah. Because we got a lot of TV shows we got to catch up on. We still haven't been able to get to the theater to see Studio 666. So
yeah, just please bear with us. We'll be back on normal schedules.
Yeah, we've been dealing with some behind the scenes stuff that personal life issues get in the way, but those are coming to an end hopefully. So. All right, let's jump into this and go straight to our trailer park. So the first one I want to talk about is called Monstrous, and it premiered this weekend at the Glasgow Fright Fest, and it will be released on VOD May 13th, which they're saying is the only Friday the 13th in all of 2022. I haven't fact-checked that, but that's what the article I read said.
What day was it? What does it say it's on?
May 13th.
Ooh. See, on our other channel, we always try to do a Friday the 13th special, but we've missed it all but 1 year. So, mental note.
Right, mental note. May 13th. Okay. It's directed by Kris Williamson, written by Carol Trust, and starring Christina Ricci and Santina Bernard. I love Christina Ricci.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I was sold already on it when I saw the trailer and saw she was in it. So, it does look good.
It does look good.
It looks like it belongs... It looks like it's better than a VOD movie to me.
Right. And here's the synopsis. Laura runs away from her ex-husband with 7-year-old son Cody after being traumatized by an abusive relationship. But as mother and son settle into their new life, they encounter a bigger, more terrifying horror that threatens their already fragile existence and pushes their physical and mental well-being to the limit. Ooh. So, probably a dark one. Yeah. It's probably going to be a dark one.
Probably not a lot of belly laughs in this one.
Not going to be a fun watch, but...
Could be a good watch, though.
Yeah. I like her, so I tend to see things that she's in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I loved... she played Lizzie Borden. And
she was good in that.
They did a TV movie, and then they did the Lizzie Borden Chronicles, which... are off the rails, nothing historical about them, but I loved it. I
still gotta watch that one, but I did like the movie a lot. I thought she did real good.
She did really good, yeah. All right, and so let's go on to our second trailer, and this one is definitely an indie film. It's called Reed's Point, and it's about the New Jersey Devil.
Yeah, which is something you don't see a lot of horror movies address.
Yep, and Dale Farbregar, who is the director of this, he said that, I think he grew up in Jersey, and that this is a cryptoid that is famous, but hasn't gotten really represented in the horror genre. I was telling him, I was like, well, they did that X-Files episode.
Right, they did.
X-Files.
Yeah, they did. I remember that one, too.
Yep.
That was a famous one.
So before I get into what the movie's about, just in case anyone doesn't know what the New Jersey Devil is, if that's not a cryptoid that you're familiar with, here's what it is. So as the legend goes, Jane Leeds became pregnant with her 13th child, cursing the unborn baby as being the devil. With the child's birth in 1735, seeing it transform from a normal human child into a beast with hooves, wings, and a goat's head. The beast flew out of the chimney and into the night, supposedly haunting the pine barrens of southern New Jersey ever since. The creature has been sighted countless times over the centuries, with a string of hundreds of reported encounters occurring across the state of New Jersey in January of 1909. While the New Jersey Devil is to blame for sightings of seemingly tangible creatures in the woods, there is little evidence to support the beast ever existing, or so they say.
There's a hockey team, I believe, called the New Jersey Devils.
That's what they're named after.
That's what they're named after. So that makes sense now.
Yep.
And I remember also there was I want to say it was a PlayStation game that was about, you played the New Jersey Devil. I kind of vaguely remember this. I'll have to look it up. But I might be out of my mind, but I remember my memory is telling me there was a game.
Around that time and up until the Victorian era, there were lots of stories about baby devils and stuff. The Hull House in Chicago, run by Jamin Adams. That's a local legend. I grew up in Chicago, so I heard about the Hell House baby, devil baby.
Yeah.
But it's not Hell House, it's Hull House that it's called.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, there's all over. And again, in Chicago, we've got the Mothman, so.
Yeah, there's been a lot of Mothman sightings lately.
It's weird.
Not only in Chicago, but outside of Chicago where we live. So
yeah, which is that
weird.
I don't believe those, because he's supposed to haunt around O'Hare and stuff.
That's what I always thought. Yeah.
Anyway, so this movie is called Reed's Point. Directed by Dale Farberger, written by Trisha Arand, Suzanne De Laurentiis, and Sandy Lowe. So written by 3 ladies. And it will be digital and DVD April 12th.
Oh, cool.
So what this one is, it's a psychological thriller / creature feature that tells of Sarah and Alex, 2 survivors of an RV crash near the New Jersey Pine Barrens. On the anniversary of the accident, Sarah and Alex drive to Reed's Point to investigate the crash site. Things go downhill quickly as they find themselves stuck in the woods, unsure of who they can trust and questioning if monsters really do exist.
I like it. I mean, it sounds like an independent film.
Yeah.
You go out to the woods to film. That's always a good spot and everything. So
I want to watch it.
Maybe they'll run into Three Finger. But
it might be different woods.
Yeah, I think that looks good.
All right, so let's get into our news segment. And first thing we're going to talk about is Rob Zombie shared a photo of Cassandra Peters, a.k.a. Elvira, and her role on the Munsters project that he's working on. And she'll be playing Barbara Carr, who's a real estate agent.
Yeah,
so she's got a very pink outfit in the picture.
Right, so either she's selling them the house or she's trying to sell the house or something is my guess.
Yeah.
But that's awesome, though. They cast her. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I still have reservations about the film, but I will say I do feel better about it now that it's come out as a PG rating.
Yeah, it's interesting. How is he going to do PG? I don't know.
I don't know. But you know how I saw it is I didn't even see it in the news feed. Butch Patrick shared it because he's been getting a lot of unnecessary attention and badgering and stuff, and I just want to say, guys, he has nothing to do with what Rob Zombie's this new Monsters. He has no say.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Well, he's a very nice man, and he came and filmed for us, and he is very nice.
Very, very nice, and and he's excited and everything for it too. But he doesn't know. He has no power. He has no control. He has no, So leave his Facebook group alone.
Leave his Facebook alone. But he did share and I think he even said here you go, guys.
Here's some information.
It's PG. Maybe that'll make you feel better. And for me, it did a little bit. But I'm still not entirely sure what a Rob Zombie PG project is.
I don't know. This is going to be interesting for all of us.
And I still hate that he cast Sherry Moon as Lily Munster. I hate it.
And you know what? If nothing else, I think it's lazy on his part because he casts her in everything.
Yep.
Put her in some other part in the movie.
Yeah. Why couldn't she have been the real estate and then Elvira could have been a different character? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
she could have played Elvira.
Right. Let's get meta with it.
Here's a thought.
All right. So let's move on to Halloween Ends has officially wrapped production.
I heard. Yep. Yes.
So, in case you haven't heard, this is going to be set 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills. David Gordon Green has said that it's a coming-of-age film with a very different tone and not a lot of wittiness and retro joy.
Okay.
And Jamie Lee Curtis has said it really has more to do with the nature of evil and the legacy of evil. I really hope they don't give Michael Myers a secret child or something they did with Billy and Scream.
I'm suddenly picturing the Cult of the Thorn showing up.
Right.
Legacy of evil.
Right. Jamie's baby is out there somewhere.
Right. Are we gonna get? Oh my God. Okay.
Right. I'm terrified, guys. Please do not.
Right. You were doing so well.
Right. I really like the 2 new movies. Please don't add a baby Michael Myers to it.
Oh my God.
That's where they went wrong. That's where they went off the rails last time.
Halloween Junior here.
Right.
Oh my God. All right. Well, we'll see.
I'm still gonna see it.
Well, obviously.
Even if they do put Baby Mike, I'm gonna see it.
You've seen Halloween 5 how many times?
A lot.
And you hate that movie?
I do hate that movie, but I've seen it a lot. All right, so let's move on. So we have a new documentary that will be hitting several different streaming services this summer. It's called Pennywise, the Story of It.
Ooh.
And it will feature interviews from, quote, key players to discuss behind-the-scenes facts, casting, practical and special effects, and much more about that character. What I really hope what they do is they tell what the real story of It is from the book. Because if you haven't read the book...
Okay, fair. I have not, but I have heard a lot of...
Right. The book is nuts, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what drugs he was on in that one. But
lots of cocaine.
I'll take it.
Lots and lots of cocaine.
But yeah, I'm excited. I like Pennywise, and I think, again, if they can include the stuff from the books that maybe people who only saw the movies wouldn't have known, I think that would make it a lot more interesting too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it either way, but I'm fascinated in seeing what more of the production was like from Tim Curry's products. I've seen a lot of behind the scenes of the modern one, clearly, but I haven't seen a lot of the other one, and I don't know because I don't think the DVD featured much. It was pretty... Yeah. It was on TV, you know, so they didn't dive into it. So that could be interesting.
For sure. All right, so our final story is about fellow YouTuber Kris Stuckmann. And he has raised the most money for any horror movie ever on Kickstarter at over $430,000 last I saw.
Yeah, congratulations, Kris. Like, all of us YouTubers are watching this and like, really? But Kris Stuckmann's been doing YouTube a long time. He started around the same time that I did, way back in the day in 2006, I think it was, when he was in college. I started following him maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I ran across some of his reviews, and he's just a very well-rounded, very knowledgeable film guy. And come to find out, he's always wanted to be a film director, kind of fell into the movie reviews, and he finally got an opportunity.
What he's saying with a little bit more money, the money that they've already raised from the Kickstarter will go towards producing Shelby, which is the name of the movie. The movie's about missing paranormal investigators who were active on YouTube in the mid-2000s.
Yeah.
So funds will also be used to document how the movie is made, with educational videos on pre-production, production, and post-production. So that all sounds really cool. I love behind-the-scenes stuff. So after reaching his initial goal on the second day, he's since stretched the goal up to $600,000, and that's so that they can hire a veteran named actor and a commentary track.
Yep, and I also heard he had said on his show that if they reach like the next level, which is like $500,000, that's going to give them the ability to do more practical effects and less CGI. So, which he's real excited for, as am I.
Yeah, practical effects I think always work better than CGI in most horror situations.
I think he knows that as well. It's just that you got to work within your budget restraints.
Stuff is expensive.
But you know what? If he's going to raise more money than he thought, then why not?
Like I said, last I saw it was at $430,000, so I'm sure it's way more than he might have even already hit $600 by the time this comes out. Who knows?
Yeah, and he said that for all of his backers, I don't know what tier it is or whatnot, but some of them, once the movie's done, he'll do a live stream watch along with them and stuff. So I might just donate to it as well.
That's cool, yeah.
Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'd be interested to see what this movie is when it comes out, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But going off of that, another Kickstarter program, remember we've been talking about this Nosferatu thing. Again, I have no updates for you. Jug Jones still hasn't tweeted out about it that I've seen. And still no updates I've seen from the filmmakers. So I'm still on it, still looking, and I'll keep letting you know.
She will too.
Yep.
She doesn't let things go easily.
I really don't. All right, so this is normally where we would go into our indie film spotlight, but because of the issues and personal behind-the-scenes stuff that I said I was going through this last week, I didn't get a chance to look for an indie film. So we're going to have to forego it this week. We had to do it once before, but...
Yeah, so we apologize.
It's not that we don't love indie. I would love to promote indie, but we did sort of. There's a couple of indies in here in the news.
And Kris Stuckmann's movie is an indie film, technically. So, you know... So we gave some shout-outs there, and so we apologize, and it won't happen too often.
I'll make sure it's a long movie next week to make up for it, instead of just the little 10-minute ones. I'll find a long one.
If you guys know of one,
let me know.
Yes. Save her some time.
Right.
Do some research.
Right, because otherwise I'm watching like 15 movies and I'm trying to find the one I want to talk about.
All right, and while you're looking in the comment section, also hit that like button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you are notified when we do post new videos, because sometimes we post surprise videos. It's not always a schedule here. If we find some time, we'll make a video.
We'll do it.
So, all right, so thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I think I've said enough, so I think I'll shut up now.
All right, have a good night, good fight.
Bye.
More to the character than was written on the page.
He had just done Legend, and Rob Bottin had literally casted every inch of his body. He wasn't anxious to have his life cast done again.
Tim could act through a manhole cover because he has that kind of charisma and presence.
He would basically just hang out in his cast chair, chain smoking, in full makeup. And whenever he saw us, he would just go, "Rrrr."
So want it? And all of a sudden, I feel breathing on my neck. I just slowly turn like this. Tim, full makeup, of course, goes boom.